Hello once again, everyone. Original Blood Ice back again. Subject this time, not Nintendo related, but Microsoft, Halo, and Xbox One is the topic at hand today. First up, and this is not confirmed by Microsoft, it seems to be a rumor, but we're going to talk about it anyway. So, first of all, Xbox One release schedule leaked, Halo 5 delayed until next year. If this is true, it's slightly a good thing, but at the same time, ooh, that's going to be a very, very harsh thing for Microsoft. The only good news about that, if it is indeed true, is the fact that it shows, okay, we're not going to spit out a Halo game every 2 years, we're going to actually put a little more effort into it. So bravo, 343, if that's the case. Although, if that is true, it's more than likely because they weren't ready for it yet, and they failed to reach their goal. But on the same side, delaying it till 2015, let's be brutally honest here. Halo 5 was that one key game for 2014 to get people to buy an Xbox One. Now, some people could complain, Killer Instinct, or Dead Rising 3 already, or... Okay, I got nothing else. I can't think of another damn game. I hate to admit it, but even Call of Duty Black Ops 3 or whatever the fuck it's gonna be at the end of this year in November. But, ouch, if this is true, that's a real big hurdle for Microsoft. They could go the entire year without any major killer game. And this would be worse than Nintendo's drought, even though we're still kinda in a bit of a game drought with the Wii U. There is Donkey Kong next month, but then it seems there's nothing until May, it seems, until a direct happens. But anyway, point is, if this is true, I was originally the thing is, even though every fiber of my being says I don't get or do not get an Xbox One, I was gonna base my final judgment on getting an Xbox One on Halo 5. Because other than Halo, I don't give a shit about Microsoft and Xbox. I really don't. But even though it's being made by 343, which I think they've already killed Halo with Halo 4 because it was a disaster, I was still going to wait and see what it looked like, and, if it looked actually good and went back to being what Halo was Halo, or being Halo, I should say, then I might have considered possibly getting it at some point. Maybe getting Xbox One the day Halo 5 comes out. But, well, you may as well just throw that out the window now. Anyway, next little bit of news here is Halo 2 Anniversary in 2014 instead, to kind of tie us over here. Now, to be brutally honest, it's supposedly being made by the same members of 343 that made the Halo Anniversary, Halo CE Anniversary. Oh my goodness. Yes, it was mediocrely fun, I guess you could say, but when playing co-op, oh, the lag. The lag was just complete garbage. Oh my god, you could not play the game at all. Maybe local was different, I don't know. But, just disappointing. And then there's the rumors about there being a beta for Halo 5. That's just not going to happen. Proof? Frank O'Connor already said there was a reason they didn't do a beta for Halo 4. Because we don't want to take the time to have to put into doing a beta when we could use that time to make the game. Which is the wrong way to do things. Just look at what Bungie did with Halo Reach. The beta was amazingly fun, and it changed things up for the final product in Halo Reach. Even though still people bitch and moan about Halo Reach, it's really hard. I can't take anyone seriously if they say Halo 4 is better than Reach. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Halo Reach was crap. And Halo Reach was indeed not perfect, but for me, I had a blast, especially in Invasion. That was like the best playlist that was ever made for Halo. But anyway, let's move along here. Now remember, these are just rumors. Another thing is Gears of War 4, not until 2016. One of my former friends, who I had met years ago on Xbox 360, and now he's on PS4, and I haven't talked to him in months, he was a huge Gears of War fan. Gears of War Judgment killed the franchise for him. Gears of War is kind of going the way of, what is it called? Crap, what the hell is it called on the PlayStation? God of War. It's kind of past its prime. It really should not have gone past 3 unless they did what they're doing with Mass Effect, where they're going to start a new series or a new trilogy. Then maybe you could refresh it a bit, but just continuing on, you're kind of pushing your luck. I don't expect Gears of War 4, if it's indeed real, to be A system seller. I've never got into the series. I don't really care for it. I know there's people out there that love it. That's fine for them. I'm just saying, and that just kind of goes with the whole rumor of Halo 5 being delayed. 2016, Gears of War was one of the most known, popular Xbox exclusives. And if you're not going to be getting games for over a year that are, the main reasons to buy that system, you got a problem, Microsoft. You got a bit of a big problem. And then there's the rumor that, was it Halo 2 Anniversary, or no, the beta for Halo 5, or even Halo 5 itself, running at 1080p 60 frames per second, which is what the Machinima guys were saying. I highly doubt that. I really do. The Xbox One is capable of running 1080p 60 frames per second. That's obvious. All three 8th gen systems are. But there's problems with the Xbox One right now. I don't know if by the time it gets released, if they can fix them and actually get it to run that well. I hope they do, because if I do indeed get it, which I highly doubt I will at this point in time, it would be nice to have a 1080p 60 frames per second Halo game. However, if Microsoft couldn't even get Rareware to make Killer Instinct, which is a fairly basic 2D fighter game, to be at 1080p and 60 frames per second, you got a problem. I don't see it happening. I just don't. But anyway, let's see what else other things here are. There was also rumors here. I don't know if it's on this site. But it was from the Machinima video where they were talking about, a rumor that there could be an Xbox One released this year that's only $400 because it doesn't have a disc reader in it, which means every game you get on it has to be digital. It won't read discs. Okay, so I had about 4 minutes of extra discussion, and for some odd reason, the audio was completely absent. My voice was just gone, so good thing I had listened to it and played it ahead of time just to make sure it was all good. Now I can't remember everything I talked about in that last 4 minutes of the video, so I'm going to try and go over what I was discussing as best as I can. First of all, I remember we left off talking about the rumor about an Xbox One coming out this year that was $400 without a disc reader, so it would not read any games, therefore all your games would have to be digital. And then I talked about the Kinect and everything, but if anything, what needs to happen is an Xbox One without the Kinect, although I don't see that happening due to the fact that there's one of the operating systems of the Xbox One is strictly for the Kinect, so that would have to redo the whole damn system. Other than that, I can't remember too much about what else I was talking about. I was saying Halo 2 Anniversary, if that's true, if it's indeed coming out this year and Halo 5 is next year, that alone is not going to be enough to get me to get an Xbox One. Yeah, other than that, let me just check real quick what else I talk about. This guy tweeting about, from Microsoft, saying, the developer's Black Tusk here says at the bottom, has only been working on a game for the past week. So if they are indeed working on Gears of War 4, that's why it would not be out until 2016. Yeah, I think that's really all I can really remember about it. About the video that I lost, or the 4 minutes of audio, I should say. So let me just check real quick here. They talked about how your next Halo journey will begin in 2014. Oh yeah, I was talking about, is Spartan Assault already out on the Xbox One? I can't remember if it is, because if not, then that could be what they're talking about. And if it's Halo 2, if they're talking about that being your next Halo journey, then they're just obviously pretending people never played the original Halo 2, or they're targeting people that really never did play it. But I don't know. If Halo 5 is coming this year, great. If it's not, well, it is what it is. So I think that's all I'm going to say in this video. I'm sure there was 1 or 2 other points I had made before, but I gotta do what I gotta do. So this is Original Blood Ace. Make sure you stay tuned. More videos coming soon, as always.